Hello again, my name still remains Aisha Ochuwa, and today I want to speak to you about what I would rather call the enemies of growth. Now, the way businesses have yardsticks for attaining success and business advancement is the same way there are factors that can drag your business down the ladder. These factors are the enemies of growth. It is one thing to successfully build up the business, but another thing to ensure the longevity of that business. For this reason, visionary leaders must always protect the interest of their business and come up with ways to protect the public image and internal structure. Visionary leaders must always ensure that the enemies of growth do not creep into the business, because it can be detrimental to the business. It can put the business at a disadvantage. Now, what are these enemies of growth? Arrival mentality, poor leadership, neglecting customers' needs, ignoring market trends, financial mismanagement, downplaying the impact of technology, underestimating competition, and economic instability. The first silent killer we will be talking about is the arrival mentality. So many brands are guilty of this arrival mentality. We get a little praise, a little hype, we feel we have arrived. We leave the struggle to the younger brands to come up and catch up. This is a silent killer, and this has brought a lot of brands down. When you start to attain success as a business leader, that is not the time for you to relax. That is not the time for you to feel you have hacked the business world. In fact, in the real sense of it, that is the time for you to put in more work, because the attention will be on you and the expectations will increase as you climb up the ladder. So once you attain success, don't just relax and think, I've gotten it right, everybody's looking up to me, I'm getting the attention I need, I've hacked, everything I need to hack, I've achieved all I need to achieve. Don't relax. Make sure you put in the work. Make more researches. Put in the work. That is the time for you to try to innovate, to diversify, to venture, to make use of the attention you have gotten, to capture people and put them on lock. That is not the time for you to relax and feel like, there's nothing else to do. I'm a big girl now, I'm a big brand now, I can relax and just enjoy my money. If you do this, it will cripple your business. This is an enemy of growth, an enemy of success. The arrival mentality is a silent killer. The arrival mentality makes brands, become inflexible. They feel there's nothing else to do, so they do not even pay attention to changing market trends. They forget that new businesses spring up every day, and these businesses that are springing up come with the mindset of dominance. They want to dominate the market space. So they are watching you, the successful business, closely, looking for loopholes, looking for ways, trying to see all your errors and how they can capitalize on that to dominate. So once you have the arrival mentality and you're living on past glory, you're living on all your past success that people are hyping, not putting effort to get more praises, more glory, you feel you've gotten it already, you leave room for the new brands to come and sweep you out of the market. And before you know it, you're a topic of the past, because there's a new company that is getting all the hype, that has gotten it right, that has capitalized on your own mistakes, added their own knowledge, dominated the market, gotten your customers have shifted. Before you know it, you're a thing of the past. Another thing that is very common with companies with the arrival mentality is that they do not care, or they gradually stop to care about customers and their needs. So they get to a point where they feel like customers who patronize them are being done a favor. So now you're not seeing the customers as doing you a favor. You're seeing your brand as doing the customer a favor by patronizing them. Just like, let's say the name starts to top the charts and you feel those who come to patronize and complain about, let's say they buy this pen and they complain about, let's say, the color of the knob or something, you feel you're buying from this brand, you should be grateful you even got our product, right? So they start to neglect customers' needs. They start to feel like customers who buy from them should be grateful that they got that item, that the item was even available in the first place. Arrival mentality. Companies with arrival mentality are slow when it comes to creativity. They feel what they have put out is enough because it has gotten all the hype, and they are lazy to even think to come up with new trends. They are also too scared to take risks. Because they feel they have gotten the success, they don't want anything to shake the success, so they're not even ready to explore new channels, new mediums. For instance, if they have dominated the Instagram space, they feel like, well, let's just stay on Instagram, let's not explore TikTok. Let's just stay on Instagram, let's not go to Facebook. Our crowd is on Instagram, let's not even find out what Twitter is talking about. The arrival mentality can make brands very comfortable in whatever glory they think they have attained. So once you have the success you think you have gotten, fight every unnecessary comfort that comes. Make sure the arrival mentality does not creep in, because it is a silent killer that can cripple the business. In fact, it has crippled lots of businesses. There are businesses with the arrival mentality that have been rude to the wrong customer. The customer takes it upon himself or herself to bring out that brand, and the brand goes down for something they could have avoided. Make sure when you get the success you have always wanted, when you hack the business world, make sure you do not entertain the arrival mentality, because it can end your business. It is an enemy of growth. The second silent killer we will be discussing is poor leadership in business. Poor leadership. Now, this is something that affects a lot of businesses. Poor leadership. Once the internal body is sick, the company will not be able to perform properly. So, as a visionary leader, you should ensure that your brand is led right. You should ensure that you protect the inward and outward image of your brand. Not just the brand in the public space, but also ensure that whatever system that is working in the brand within the company is healthy enough to lead the company. If the leadership, the administrative body of the business is faulty, if the foundation is weak, it will affect the whole system. So ensure that those who are in charge of ensuring the day-to-day activities of the business, those who are in charge of customer relationship, those who are in charge of production of goods and services, those who are in charge of public relations are functional. Ensure that they are capable of representing the company, because poor leadership is an enemy of growth. Now, poor leadership can lead to bad reputation, because once customers start to notice that the customer service representatives are rude or cannot handle their needs properly, they start to speak bad about the company. Poor leadership can also lead to lack of creativity and innovation, because once the employees notice that the administrative body does not even care much about the business, they become laid back and start to uncare too, because you cannot give what you do not have. You cannot force people to do things when you're not even leading by example. It also affects the output of products and services, because if the administrative bodies that are supposed to be in charge of ensuring good quality products and services do not care about the business, how do you expect the employees to care? People will only care when you force them to care. There's a way the human brain works, except it is their own direct project. If it's just something you're going to pay salaries for, as long as they get their salaries at the end of the month anyways, they will not put in more effort if you do not request for more effort. So if you're not even available to ensure that they put in the necessary effort, they will stay laid back. Some of them can even be running their own businesses alongside yours, as long as you pay them at the end of the month. As a visionary leader, you have to be present, you have to be functional, you have to be firm, you have to ensure that the business is being carried upright and run properly the way it ought to be. The third silent killer we will be discussing is neglecting customers' needs. In fact, I ought to have made this the first silent killer, because customers are the lifeline of any business. Without customers, there's no business. You can have all the structure you want, but you need customers to patronize your goods and services in order to generate profit for you to continue running the business. So the worst mistake any business owner would make is to neglect the needs of customers. You need customers to buy your goods and services so you can even make money, because that is the essence of running a business. If your customers start to give bad reviews, have bad experiences, there will be a loss of the customers first to start with. Secondly, it will give a bad reputation to the brand, and that will reduce the revenue of the brand. So, as a visionary leader, you must always ensure that customers' needs are prioritized at all times. You need customers to keep the business going. Always ensure that customers are satisfied. Always ensure that the level of customer service they expect is what is given to them. Always ensure that the quality of goods and services being put out increases as they purchase. Every purchase should beat the last one. Let them see that this brand, is determined to grow and determined to satisfy the customers. That is the only way to ensure, the longevity of the brand. Doing otherwise is an enemy of growth, and it will make your business fall. As a visionary leader, you should do everything to increase sales and increase the growth of the company, and not entertain anything that will bring negativity and a downside to the business. The fourth silent killer is ignoring market trends. As a business owner, why will you even ignore market trends to start with? You're supposed to be on top of the game. Your eyes are supposed to be open, scouting for the new trends. What's going on? What are people doing? Where are people running to? Is it the website that is raining now? Is it commerce taking over? Should we move towards that direction? Is everybody on Instagram now? Is everybody dancing on TikTok? How do we dance on TikTok to market our products? How do we go to Facebook? What do they like on Facebook? What kind of conversations can we start on Twitter to engage people and to drive them to our business? You should not ignore market trends as a business owner. That's a terrible mistake. It's an enemy of growth. As a visionary leader, you should try to understand what the trending preferences are. You should try to understand, the opportunities for growth. What are people doing? Who are the new competitors? Who are the people coming up with brilliant ideas to, sweep us out of the market? You should know what is going on. Do not ignore trends. Ask for information, make researches, ask your customers for their reviews, know what they want, come up with questionnaires, random questionnaires, ask them questions, tell them, what are we doing wrong? What should we do right? What can we do to increase your patronage? Know what is going on, know what the trends are, and that way you would always top the chart as a business that is a pillar in the industry. Now, as the fifth silent killer, I want to discuss financial mismanagement. Financial mismanagement in business. I'm sure you already know that is a crippler. It can cripple a business, and it is done by the misappropriation and diversion of funds experts. They creep into companies without even the owner of the company realizing sometimes. That's why, as a visionary leader, don't just leave your business in the hands of people to just manage without your supervision. You should always have your eyes on the ground. Even when you have people in charge of different roles, always monitor and oversee the activities. Understand what the financial team of your business is doing. Check your records, check your books. See how, are they keeping proper records to start with? How do they disburse funds? How do they manage incomes? How much is in the account? What is in the books? Do they correspond? Make sure you always monitor your business, because you see these diversion experts, if you give them an opportunity, your money will disappear without an explanation. So ensure that your business does not run into debt. Ensure that your business does not run into problems. Ensure you always know what is going on financially. No, it is your money. Monitor your money. That's what I'm saying. Monitor your money. Monitor the finances of the business. And if you are the one in charge of the finances of your business, make sure you don't use your own hands to cripple your business by blowing off your money. Manage your funds. Misappropriation and diversion of funds is a crippler. It is an enemy of growth. If you permit it, it will drag the business down the drains, and you wake up one morning, there's no business anymore. If you don't want that as a visionary leader, ensure that there is no mismanagement of funds. Ensure that there is no diversion, there is no misappropriation. Let business money be business money, and your personal money be personal money. The sixth silent killer is downplaying the impact of technology in this modern world. How can you do that? How can you ignore all the technological advancements, all the goodies that the tech gurus have brought for us to enjoy? How can you ignore e-commerce, social media platforms, the use of phones, the use of devices like systems, laptops? How can you ignore bitcoins, different payment platforms that can easily help you run your business transactions without sweating. Because of technology, you can be in Nigeria now and have customers in the United States, have customers in the United Kingdom, have customers in Asia. Sell to them, deliver to them, receive your money from them because of technology. So how do you ignore all the impacts that technology has on businesses? Technology has come to help us run our transactions smoothly. Technology has come to help us connect with customers in other continents, do businesses, receive money in other currencies. There are even payment platforms that can help you receive money in USD, in SAFA, in CDs, different currencies, right from the comfort of your bedroom if you're strictly an e-commerce vendor. Technology makes life easy. Technology is sweet. So as a visionary leader, make sure you explore, know what the new technological advancements are and how they can benefit your business, and try to utilize them. Make sure you are utilizing every single technological development advancement to the benefit of your business and for your increase and profitability. That way, your business will keep expanding. There are so many ways to reach new customers. Sponsored adverts, these are all technological advancements. Use them to your benefit. Another enemy of growth is ignoring competition. Listen, I don't care to know how successful your business is. I want you to know that there will always be a competitor that is determined to sweep you out of the market. There is someone who has taken you as a case study and is monitoring you closely to sweep you out and senior you in the business world. In the business world, there will always be new brands that are coming to top the charts. They are coming, I discussed this earlier, they are coming with the mindset of dominance. Nobody sets up a business to play. So no matter the kind of success and the attention you think you've gotten, don't just relax. Ensure that you are also on top of your game and also looking for who the new business owners are, which new brands are coming up, what are they doing, how are they trying to catch up with me, what are they doing, what can I do to continue to speed up so they don't meet me where I am right now. Make sure you always have this in mind and you always readjust your strategies. Come up with new strategies. Come up with new strategies to stay ahead of the chart. Never underestimate competition. Never underestimate your competitors. Don't downplay them. A little brand, the small brand you are looking down on today, has big dreams, has big visions, wants to become as big as you are tomorrow. And trust me, when people are that determined, they don't rest until they get what they want. The last silent killer of any successful business that we will be discussing is economic instability. I'm sure a lot of business owners can relate to this. Economic instability refers to economic conditions that can affect the performance, profitability, and the general well-being of any business. And this can be caused by a number of factors. It can be caused by inflation, by recession, by political instability, by currency fluctuation. See the way the exchange rate from Naira to USD is affecting a lot of businesses, because a lot of businesses these days trade in USD because most goods are imported. It can also be caused by unexpected market conditions. Right now in Nigeria, a lot of businesses are facing it because of the economic instability. A lot of businesses have packed up. A lot of businesses are so frustrated. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to get goods. Importation has become something else. They're trying to substitute with locally made products, and some of them are complaining that the standard, the quality is not the same with what they're used to, presenting to their customers, and they're struggling. Now, economic instability can creep in at any point. It's important to be prepared, always prepared as a visionary leader. How do you prepare for any economic instability that could arise at any point? There are a number of ways, and I have identified them in this conversation. The first step is to diversify your revenue streams. As a smart business owner, as a visionary leader, you should have multiple streams of income. Look for ways to come up with products that can attract different types, different caliber, different groups, different ages of customers. Don't just focus on one product and think that that product is going to change your business story. Have different products. Different people like different things. Diversify. So make sure that every single person you come across has something to do with your business. Make sure that your business can offer every single person, both young and old, male and female, at least something. Diversify. Have multiple streams of income. That's way different. Even when the economy is down, you will at least get a good level of patronage because you're not dependent on one class of customers. You have different people coming to patronize your business. The second way is streamlining business operations. Look for substitute means. Look for means that can help you reduce your expenses. Are there technological advancements that can help you do what that manual labor is doing? Look for ways to help you. Are there softwares you can use to substitute, to prevent you from spending money on manual labor? Streamline your business operations. Make use of technological advancements. If you don't need a shop, then you shouldn't get a shop just for the fancy front of it. If you can run your business online, then do that. If you have always planned to get a shop, but at that point the economy is not stable enough for you to afford a shop, don't force yourself and put yourself in a tight corner. Continue to use all the technological advancements. It's comfortable, it's convenient, it's cheaper. Do that. Streamline your business activities, and that way it will stabilize you to an extent, to a great extent, at least till when the economy is stable enough for you to do all the fancy things you want to do. The third way is to reduce cost. Are there things that your business spends money on that you really don't need? This is the time for you to think those things through and try to reduce expenses. It is the time for you to renegotiate contracts. Try to get the best deal out of those things you have easily thrown money at because your business got money. So when there is some form of economic instability, make sure you employ every means to reduce costs. If your business doesn't have to spend money on that thing, then that is the wrong time for you to go ahead and spend money because you can. Try to reduce costs without it affecting the quality of your goods and services anyways. So look for the different means. You know your business well, you know how you spend money on things in your business. So, rethink those things, renegotiate contracts, reevaluate your expenses, and try to reduce costs. Now, the fourth point is focusing on customers' needs. I discussed customers' needs earlier, and this is the time for you to suck up to your customers. This is the time for you to be humble. This is time for you to pamper them, because when there's economic instability, people don't want to spend their money. So you have to give them a reason to spend their money. You have to give them good deals. This time for you to run sales. Let people know that they are getting your products at good deals. And if there's any time for them to get it, now is the time. So focus on customers' needs. This time for you to ask those right questions and know what they need, what they truly need. Because at points of economic instability, customers want to maximize their money. Yes, I dare to say that. They want to spend their money on good things that will give them value. So ask the right questions, understand their needs, understand their plights, know what they would rather your brand do or rather your brand not do. This is the time for you to be all about your customers, because they are the ones holding your money and you need them to release it. There's something I always tell business owners. There's nothing like last card. Trust me, that person will spend that last 5 naira on a product. Now you have to give them reason to spend it on your product, because the person will surely have a need. Even if it's to buy pure water, even if it's to buy bottled water, there's a company collecting that last card. So you have to put your company in that position that they feel comfortable enough, they think they need you enough to give you that money. So that is the time for you to be more valuable to your customers. Give them the best deals, throw sales, throw mighty offers at them, and let them feel like, oh, now or never, this is the best time for me to get these products I've always wanted. That is the time for you to prioritize your customers' needs and make them feel more relaxed and comfortable with your brand. Now, the fifth point is for brands to be at alert in times of economic instability. Your ears have to be on the ground. You must know what the government is saying. You must know what the customers are saying. You must know what is going on. You must be at alert and also recognize when it is time for a change. Now, there's something going on and people have been talking, but it's just the truth. It's just what has to happen. People are complaining that brands are adjusting their prices to suit the current market price. If they do not adjust their prices, how will they restock? It doesn't matter if they got this pen when dollar was $350. It doesn't matter if they got this pen when dollar was 500 or even 1,000. Now that dollar is, let's say, 1,650, they have to adjust the price to suit this. It's not even about them getting excess profit. It's about them restocking and continuing their business. So as a visionary leader, you must have enough information. You must know what's going on and know when it's time to switch, when it's time for a change, and when it's time for you to adjust back because the economy is stable enough for you to continue your business in the comfortable manner you have been running it. So be at alert, know what is going on, read the news, make your researches, understand what is going on in the economy. This is not the time for you to sit in front of the TV watching movies and saying anything they want to do, let them do. No. This is the time for you to fight for your business and understand what's going on, because economic instability can shake your business and put you in a position that will be difficult to come out of. It is an enemy of growth and you must fight it at every cost. All of these points mentioned are enemies of growth. All of these points mentioned are silent killers. If you find your way around them, if you are able to overcome them, it will be a case of continuous success for your brand. There will be no turning down, there will be no going down the ladder, there will be no turning back in business. It will be a continuous enjoyment of praises and you will always be a pillar in your industry.